Okay, so these are our cut strips of paper, and before I start, I just kind of want to go over the materials that we need. You need the bamboo roller, you need a little brush, you need some random beads as buffer beads when we string and dip our paper beads into the Vibrance. You need the Vibrance paper glaze. You need some white glue and a little water to just kind of thin the water. And you need string, the nylon string, to string your beads. So to start, I want to show you, for example, let me see if it would still come out the same. I did this with 6 strips of paper. So it's just this, and since you remember we cut this at random, so they're not exactly same base. But see, for example, if this one is wider, I will put the smaller on top of it. Okay, so now we have this strips. Oh, actually they are exactly of the same base, same size. So then I will take my bamboo roller, and it can, all the 6 strips go in here, okay, like so, and just roll it as if you were rolling one strip of paper. Okay, just try and keep it in the middle. Again, I'm not too concerned about the different shapes, and if this came out, if this will come out a little uneven, because it adds character to your beads. So okay, so again you have 6 strips. So actually this one is taking the form of like the fat tree that I have here. And so what you need to do next is take your glue. I'm just gonna mix it with a little water, because this will also be your base coat. So this is just white glue, Elmer's glue, school glue, generic glue, just mixed with a little water. So I'm gonna put some here. I'm going to brush it on top of the tips of your strips and continue rolling it. So if I intend to make this into a cone or a tree, I'm not going to glue the whole bead so that it can still move when you are glazing it. I'm sorry, when you are pushing it in. So you have this form. I'm gonna put it just on one handle of the roller, and right now it's shaping like a double bicone. But if I want to make that into a little tree, I'm gonna push it in like so. You see? And just push it in a little bit more. So now you have this cone shape or little tree shape. So I'm just gonna continue because this is how basically we will be glazing all of our bead. I put it on the toothpick like this, and I will just brush it all over with the base coat. So this way the Vibrance would easily just grab onto your bead, will have a nice finish. So always base coat your bead before applying with the Vibrance. So this is what you're gonna be doing. Also, don't forget the inside, so I'm just gonna turn it over and do the inside as well, and then do this. And I can do that like 2 or 3 times, so that should be good. So then you're gonna just let it dry, let it sit there like that, and then you repeat the process. So I'm just gonna show you a different shape. For example, another way of doing your beads, really, which I like so much, and I have been doing it a lot, and I will probably expound more on this in another video to give us more time. I just line up the 3 strips like that, okay, just like side by side, and then I'm just gonna put that in between the bamboo roller and bring it down a little bit, and then start rolling like so. I like this technique a lot because you would either get a nice barrel type shape bead or an elongated double bicone bead, like I'm trying to see, I don't have that on there, but again, it depends on how you cut your beads. So as you can see, I don't really pay attention on how this is turning out. I just let it take its course. That's the main thing. That's what I'm trying to emphasize here. Okay, so now you have this tube looking bead, and I'm just gonna do the same thing. It's very, very easy, and I have this bead that looks like that. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and continue without pausing or stopping. The next thing that we're gonna do is I'm gonna be stringing the finished beads that I have here, just to show you. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this away for now. Okay, and we're gonna be focusing on stringing and glazing these beads. So you need to cut a piece of your fishing line, so about 24 inches or less, and take one 6/0 seed bead like this and make it into a stopper bead by just going back through the hole, and that should hold your bead together. So I'm gonna go ahead and string these using the stopper beads, and I come back when I'm ready to glaze. I realize that will take more time. So now we are ready to glaze. I have strung all the beads in a fishing line, and I have 2 or 3 beads in between, and just leave a little space so that your beads can have space about 1/2 inch in between when you are glazing it. So this is the Vibrance. So what I normally do is I have a little brush here to run my beads over, just to take out bubbles and stuff. So I do it like this. So just dip it one at a time or two at a time, like so. And this foam here is just part of a packaging that I got in the mail, which is great for doing this glazing and base coating your beads. So just do it two at a time, like so. And I'm just gonna run it over or over a brush, like so, and just continue doing it like so. You can do it all at one time, it doesn't matter, whatever you feel like comfortable with. So actually put an allowance of like about 1 inch in between, like that, so you can hold it like this to dip it two at a time or one at a time, whatever you feel like comfortable doing. So you do this, and after you will just tie the strings and hang it up. These ones are small, so I'm gonna dip it all at the same time, and take both ends and tie it, and then hang it up to dry. And then you can repeat the process, and then 2 or 3 times, then you come out with nice beautiful beads, and then we can make them into pretty jewelry, which is what I'm gonna be doing on the next video. Thanks for watching.